Graduates and guests, may we have your attention, please? Convocation is about to begin. If you have a mobile device or pager with you, please turn it off or silence it during the ceremony. Thank you for your attention and congratulations. If able, please rise.
We wish to acknowledge this land in which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we're grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. We're also grateful to have the opportunity to celebrate the achievements of our scholars who graduate today. On their behalf, let us express gratitude for the support of their families and friends, and for the faculty and staff who have guided them in their pursuit of knowledge. Whatever our own traditions, let us reflect as we proceed through the convocation ceremony on the many years of effort, sacrifice, and success that have brought us to this time of celebration. In concilium universitatis Torontonensis vocatis sumus. Graduates, please remain standing. All guests, please be seated.
Insignissime cancelaria, presento tibi hosce scholaris, quod admittanter ad gradus varios testorque eos quoad omnia quae statuta requirunt aptos et idoneos esse.
Ad perfectum hues provinciae, hues gemaginae patriae, et ad perfectum omnium notionum omnibus in terris canentarum, ego, ex autoritate mihi, et tote universitate commissa, admitto vos ad gratus vadios, quorum ora vobis do, et peto quoque ut omnia conficiatis munera, quae ad illos grados pertinent.
Please be seated. My name is Merrick Gertler, and it is my great privilege to serve the University of Toronto as its 16th president. Today, I have the additional privilege of assisting Chancellor Wes Hall in conducting this convocation. The university is an institution with deep historical roots and many enduring traditions. Among those is our use of the language of the medieval university in today's wonderful celebration. For those in attendance who, like me, are less than fluent in Latin, a translation may be helpful. For my part, I said, "Most distinguished Chancellor, I present to you these scholars, that they may be admitted to the various degrees. And I bear witness that as far as all things which the statutes require, they are fit and suitable." Now, much more significantly, from the standpoint of the graduating class, the Chancellor then replied, "To the benefit of this province, this great country, and to the worldwide community of nations, I, by the authority vested in me and in the whole university, admit you to your various degrees, grant to you the rights, and ask of you the responsibilities of doing all those things which pertain to those degrees." And so, as my first order of business, I am delighted to salute you, the graduating classes of 2025 from Rotman Commerce. That's it. You're done. Warmest congratulations. I would also like to bid a warm welcome to everyone who has joined us here in historic Convocation Hall. Graduates, today the University of Toronto is formally recognizing your hard work, your accomplishments, your perseverance, and this milestone. Each of you, as a member of the graduating class, is joining an exceptional family of University of Toronto alumni. U of T has a global community of over 700,000 alumni in 196 countries. They are the university's living legacy and our greatest ambassadors. Today, we are also recognizing David Wilson, a U of T alumnus, a distinguished leader in banking and the financial services industry, and a transformational and dedicated volunteer. We'll hear much more about our honorary graduate in a moment, but for now, let me simply observe that U of T alumni serve in leadership roles in every corner of the globe and in every walk of life. They are prime ministers, justices, scholars, authors, community and business leaders, scientists and professionals of every description. Their endeavors have shaped the world we live in and the way we understand that world. We've no doubt that the University of Toronto's high international standing can be attributed to generations of dedicated and very talented faculty and staff members. But we also understand that this reputation has been built by our alumni, a group that now includes each and every one of you. So to the graduating class, let me say thank you. Thank you for your many contributions to the university while you were a student. And thank you for what you will do as members of Canada's largest and, I believe, most distinguished alumni community. One more very important word of thanks is in order. I'm sure all graduates share a sense of gratitude to the friends and family members who have helped bring them to this special day. So I would ask you to join me and the platform party in thanking them with a vigorous round of applause. Let me continue with a request. One of the distinguishing features of our convocation is that graduates come forward to be recognized individually. You'll be coming up this ramp and this red carpet here. You'll be pausing beside the podium while your name is read, and you have your 2 seconds of fame, waving to your adoring fans to rapturous applause. At that point, we want you to follow the red carpet over to that ramp over there, go down the ramp, out the door, and around the hall. At that point, we want you to turn left and quietly re-enter the hall as your peers continue to be recognized. Now, in that spirit, I encourage you to think of the very last person who's going to be on this stage this afternoon. I believe it will be Lauren Zhuang. Lauren, are you here? Could you please stand up? So everyone, remember Lauren and return to your seat. Thanks for your understanding and assistance, and once more, my warmest congratulations. It's now my privilege to invite Professor Susan Christofferson, Dean of the Rotman School of Management, to present our Honorary Graduand.
David Wilson. Spanning over, please. Spanning over 5 decades, David Wilson has had a distinguished career in banking and the financial industry and in service to the community. Born and raised in Toronto, he received his Bachelor of Commerce from the University of Toronto and his MBA from York University. From 1968 to 2005, he was involved in various banking activities while employed by the Toronto Dominion Bank, Dominion Securities Corporation, and the Bank of Nova Scotia. At Scotiabank, he was appointed as Vice Chair, overseeing and leading the global wholesale activities of the bank. In 2005, he left Scotiabank to become the Chair and Chief Executive Officer of the Ontario Securities Commission for a 5-year term. He has served on several corporate boards, including Rogers Communications and the Greater Toronto Airports Authority. He has also been actively involved in various community service organizations. He has served as a director, trustee for the Centre for Addiction and Mental Health, the CAMH Foundation, the United Way of Greater Toronto, and the National Ballet of Canada. At the University of Toronto, he was a member of the Governing Council, where he chaired the Presidential Search Committee in 2012 and the Business Board. He has also been involved in fundraising campaigns for several organizations, including the United Way of Greater Toronto and the Art Gallery of Ontario. He is currently co-chair of the Campaign Cabinet for the Victoria University, which is part of the University of Toronto's Defy Gravity campaign. His philanthropic giving has supported causes such as mental health, education, and the arts. Throughout his career, he has received several awards for his outstanding leadership and service, including the York University Outstanding Leadership Award and the University of Toronto Arbor Award. His commitment to both business and community service has made a lasting impact on the organizations and causes he has supported. For his outstanding service to the university as a transformational and dedicated volunteer, Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of the Governing Council, I ask you to confer the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa upon David Wilson.
On behalf of the University of Toronto, and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I have the great honor and pleasure of conferring on you, as I do now, the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
Chancellor Hall, President Gertler, Dean Christofferson, distinguished faculty and guests, elated parents, beaming graduates, greetings. Thank you, Dean Christofferson, for those incredibly nice remarks about my career. Thank you for exaggerating some of the achievements. If my mother were here today, she'd say, "That's my son." If my father were here today, he'd say, "Who the hell is she talking about?" I don't really believe that my father would have said that. What he might have said is, "Son, you got all the breaks." And as usual, he'd be right. 57 years ago today, almost today, I was sitting right over there with the W's to receive my Bachelor of Commerce degree from the University of Toronto. My mother and father and sister and my then girlfriend were sitting right over there. More on the girlfriend later. So I do know firsthand what you have all had to do to be sitting in Convocation Hall this afternoon. This is a day to enthusiastically and joyfully celebrate your considerable achievements. 57 years after receiving my BCom, what insights might I pass on to the Commerce class of 2025? First, I would like to express my deep gratitude to this amazing place, the University of Toronto, where all of you have spent 4 of the most formative years of your lives. You have had the benefit, the luxury actually, of being shaped for the rest of your lives by one of the leading educational institutions on the planet. Last year, this remarkable institution was ranked as the 10th best publicly funded university in the world. I've stayed in touch with a few of my classmates from the class of '68. A number of us went on to graduate school, and a few of my former classmates have told me that while grad school was great for learning, it did not come close to what they learned both inside and outside the lecture halls during their 4 years in commerce at the University of Toronto. The U of T has played an immensely important role in my family history. For starters, my parents met at the University of Toronto. So if it weren't for the U of T, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you this afternoon. I wouldn't be standing anywhere this afternoon. My parents produced 3 children. My brother graduated from the U of T Medical School. My sister graduated from U of T's Victoria University and from the Faculty of Law across the street from Vic. And who did she meet at the law school and subsequently marry? Former U of T President Robert Pritchard. All of the people I have just mentioned are here today, sitting right behind me on the podium, all U of T grads. So now you understand my family's deep, deep roots in this institution. Secondly, tomorrow you will all begin your journey as young, energetic, wide-eyed, very well-educated business professionals. When I graduated in '68, jobs were plentiful for commerce grads. Excuse me. My goal was to land an entry-level position in investment banking at one of the Bay Street firms. But no one was hiring young investment bankers in 1968. Capital markets were soggy, and there wasn't much going on. So I compromised. I took a position as an equity research analyst at one of the firms. About 18 months later, markets had perked up, as they always do, and most of the firms were looking for young, entry-level investment bankers, recent grads who could occasionally get by on 3 or 4 hours sleep a night. An executive at one of the firms where I had interviewed a year and a half earlier said, "Whatever happened to that David Wilson whom we interviewed last year?" To make a long story short, I got a phone call, and shortly after that, a job offer, which I accepted with a big smile on my face. So I think there are at least 2 learnings from that little personal story. For sure, there'll be bumps in the road for you all, as there were for me. Be prepared to be flexible, persistent, and patient, and good things will eventually come your way. Also, remember that every relationship that you develop in this very small country really matters. Always try to make a good impression, and people will remember you, and more good things will happen. Thirdly, I encourage each of you graduates today to consider spending some of your working life in the not-for-profit world, whether it be in government, service, healthcare, education, or community services. The opportunities are truly endless. You could do that as a volunteer while you're holding down a full-time job, or you could do what I did. After spending 35 years in the world of banking, the government of Ontario asked me if I would like to be CEO of its crown corporation, the Ontario Securities Commission. Excuse me. At the time of that offer, I was vice chair at Scotiabank, responsible for the bank's global wholesale businesses. I liked my job and was getting handsomely rewarded. But I was on the fence whether or not to accept the Government of Ontario's offer. But a number of close friends and colleagues, some of whom are here today, convinced me to take the plunge. One of them said, "It's time to get out of your comfort zone, make a difference." Looking back, I'm delighted that I did. You would be amazed at the satisfaction you get from working in the not-for-profit sector. The commercial world is relatively uncomplicated. All roads lead to return on capital. In the not-for-profit world, setting priorities, creating and implementing solutions, and measuring results is vastly more complex. And there is no doubt whatsoever that non-commercial enterprises benefit greatly when the skills of capable people with business experience join in their efforts. Measures of success are different, but the disciplined application of sound business principles can be very effective in the not-for-profit sector. So to you grads, my strong recommendation is that you try to fit some time into your busy career schedules to serve in the non-commercial sector. You have the skills to make a big difference, and you will find it very rewarding. In closing, I am beyond gratified and honored to be receiving an honorary degree from this fabulous institution. A heartfelt thanks to all those family members, friends, colleagues who gave me advice, encouraged me, opened doors for me. Many of you are here today, and a very special thank you to my former girlfriend. She's sitting right over here. Who was here with me 57 years ago, my wonderful wife, Sheila, of 56 years. So thank you for your support over the years, my love. And thank you all for your support. Because of you, I got all the breaks, just like my father said. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates from Rotman Commerce who are being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Ahmed Abdul Rahman. Muhammad Naim Abid. Aryan Agarwal. Sinan Saif Ali. Jana Al-Khatib. Zaid Hussam Al-Khatib. Pietro Michael Angiolella. Jessica P. Aprile. Sabika Arif. Rohin Arun. Riya Bakshi. Cameron Bankis. Dalia Beldeb. Anna Bendath. Paulo Gabriel Bernardo. Julian Robert Bottoni. Joseph Kenneth Bradley. Wilson E. Fung Tai. Yi Xuan Tai. Sophia Cao. Aiden Arif Carter. Daniel Chelchima. Jae Min Cha. Andrew Chan. Yvonne Lok Yan Chan. Coco Chen. Tia Yun Chen. Kai T. Chen. Kelly Chen. Lin Yue Chen. Pin Cheng Chen. Jason Ho Yin Chung. Kiran Chauhan. Devansh Chowdhury. Jen Chi Chung. Gianluca Cudigio. Imo Tue. Can you back up just? Mai Pham Can Dang. Stephen Ding. Ethan Jacob DiPietro. Luca Joseph DiPietro. Bo Yu Dong. Cindy Sijia Dong. Camille Maria Drolet. Yusuf Said Dermus. Paul Essayin. Benjamin Thomas Evans. Yi Fan. Gong Fu Yu Fang. Nadia Farid. Daria Fedorenko. Benjamin Florence. Mirelle Carolyn Fourer. Evan Michael French. Eric Gao. June Gao. John Yuen Gao. Divya Goni. Marco Lino Gazzola. Sasha Nadim Gorayev. Vishal Gojia. Krish Goyal. Dan Grigoriev. Gurnur Kaur Gujral. Jingzhou Guo. Lei Guo. Rishika Gupta. James Edward Hadjukovich. Lana Halime. Sophia Hancharik. Salim Gasser Galmadalin Hunter. Lucas Hasarelieko. Ryan Arthur Hayes. Jin Yi He. Yi Fei He. Ghazi Halu. Gavin Ho. Pinyan Ho. Fang Ze Ho. Thomas Andre Roman Hrovat. Hong Jae Shu. Kai Chin Casey Shu. Jia Rui Mia Hu. Xin Yin Hu. Yu Huang. Kathleen Yuan Yu Huang. Li Ya Huang. Si Jia Huang. Wan Xian Huang. Min Tam Huyn. Muhammad Ibrahim. Grace Idris. Anabia Khalid Iqbal. Ava Jankiekovic. Yiling Ji. Hui Jiang. Ruya Jiang. Sheng Zhe Jiang. Xu Yi Jiang. Ye Bin Jin. Arshdeep Kaur Johal. Aaron Stewart Johnson. Jacksman Juanethariaj. Anusha Vivek Kankaria. Yakov Kanofsky. Isabella Angelina Katsilieris. Laith Basil Kawar. Aman Ali Khan. Mir Akbar Khan. Justin Gion Kim. Song Moon Ko. Liam Mitchell Koch. Alyssa Kong. Jiwei Ko. Timothy Kukarin. Christian Jordan Koichev. Laksika Kumararajaj. Minji Kwak. Wesley Paul Lai. Connor Lee. Yuet Ki Jackie Lee. Anlan Lee. Catherine Ann Lee. Howard Dahao Lee. Xiao Han Lee. Xin Yue Li. Yue Wen Li. Yu Qing Li. Zhe Yue Li. Ying Yue Liang. Kevin Lin. Chun Dong Lin. Chen Xi Liu. Diana Liu. Fang Fei Liu. Wan Jing Liu. Nyamgarel Lagvardorj. Madeline Liu. Jia Chen Liu. Yi Ting Luo. Ling He Liu. Benjamin Ma. Yu Juo Ma. Benjamin Andrew Mack. Nivedha Madivanan. Aryan Malhotra. Lahansi Matsani Malwata. Shihab Osama Al Said Mansour. Nadia Marjanovic. Gabrielle Nicholas Anthony Mastromateo. Jaspreet Kaur Mataru. Zeran Meng. Maripaz Miranda Chavez. Muhaddis Mustafa. Tahia Mustafa. Isabel Carol Ann Murray. Lile Kamohelo Edith Ndlovu. Michael Alexander Bruce Nebesny. Wei Hong Ni. Yi Xiang Ni. Ella Olsha. John Patrick Palombro. Emily Yuen Ching Pang. Vlad Tudor Pawn. Monica Pavlik. Tracy Pham. Namita Pise. Hillary Victoria Power. Justin Jean-Claude Barrett Prager-Schulga. Sophia Adrienne Mantala Principe. Jia Yi Qi. Kun Qian. Wei Han Qin. Yu Xuan Chu. Wenqing Chu. Badang Rakra. Robert Adrian Ramundi. Xiao Ren. Patrick Restivo Pantalone. Rita Gina Riedstra. Kang Hyun Ro. Carter Leo Saburin. Ikra Sadiq. Talia Mahfouz Saeed. Ziara Gabriela Scaringi. Mayuran Selvaratnam. Shumon Daniel Sen. Kairav Sharma. Robin Sharma. Jessica Yuan-Chi Shi. Xin Yi Shen. Xin Yi Shen. Isabel Yejin Shin. Stephen Shu. Alejandra Silva Noguez. Dominic Azura Sim. Jia Singh. Piyush Sivakumar. Rania Sivu Subramanian. Daniel William Solario. Chi Xiang Sun. Timeka Yuet Tam. Jing Yi Tang. Prithvi Thapar. Anna Xiao Tian. Rachel Vanessa Tong. Mai Toyoda. Amanda Tran. Cao Ying Tran. Kelly Lei Tran. Arnold Paat Trespasses. Yu Tong Tu. Matteo Valderrama. Aryan Ram Vanjani. Ngok Van An Vo. Catherine Wang. Jia Hui Wang. Jia Hui Wang. Yi Fei Wang. Yi Yang Wang. Zhen Yu Wang. Tong Wen Wei. Zihan Wei. Kate Lan Woodside. Jacob Peter Douglas Wright. Joy Jin Yu Wu. Leah Yue Xin Wu. Huan Yao Wu. Xin Yuan Wu. Yunru Wu. Zoe Wu. Wen Xuan Xi. Qi Yao Xu. Robin Xu. Yan Shang Xu. Yue Xu. Kanran Shui. Takeshi Yamaguchi. Junlin Yan. Rachel Yan. Shuhan Yang. Wen Xuan Yang. Ziqing Yang. Megan Ray Yao. Zihui Yao. Yiwen Ye. Ziyue Yin. Marcus Jing Yu Yip. Anita Su Yu. Iron Yoon. Amanda Zhang. Chengyi Zhang. Fengwei Zhang. Hanqin Zhang. Kyla Shiru Zhang. Wei Zhen Zhang. Qi Yun Zhang. Su Lei Zhang. Wenda Zhang. Xuning Zhang. Yun Yao Zhang. Jesse Zhang. Tianqi Zhao. Xinhui Zhao. Zheng Zhao. Zitong Haley Zhao. George Zhang. Chi Rei Jong. Jung Da Jong. Gu Zhao Zhou. Quan Zhou. Xin Yu Evelyn Zhou. Xu Yi Zhou. Yu Ran Zhou. Doris Hui Hui Zhu. Yi Xin Zhu. Zhishuan Zhu. And Lauren Zhang.
On behalf of the University of Toronto, and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I hereby admit all of those candidates not here present to their degrees in absentia.
As we conclude Convocation, I wish to thank all of you for your participation and patience. To the families and friends and to those in the procession, let me say thank you. You've made this a more memorable event for each member of the graduating class. I'd like to thank especially our wonderful Chancellor Wes Hall for presiding so graciously once again over today's ceremony and indeed over the entire season of Convocation ceremonies this June. I wish to thank as well the many other colleagues and friends of the university who participated in this convocation, whose names you will find in the program, and a special shout out to our wonderful reader this afternoon. To our honorary graduate, Dr. David Wilson, let me just say that you've inspired us with your lifetime career and accomplishments, and this afternoon you've inspired us again with your words. So thank you and congratulations. I now invite the Chancellor to bring today's ceremony to a close.
As I bring this convocation ceremony to a close on this, your special day, I hope we'll see you often in the years to come, and I invite you to stay connected. We will be very interested in your journey, and we know that you'll make an impact for the better in whatever path you choose. So this is a special day, folks. I'm unscripted now. Look at these shoes that this man is wearing. This is the first time the president of the university have worn these shoes. Christian Louboutin, folks, it's for you. We have a deal that before he's done, he has to wear shoes like me. And he's done it. So this is his last convocation after 12 years of service to this great institution. So that's 12 years of leadership, 12 years of service, 12 years of sacrifice for your benefit. And so fit-in tribute, Merrick, and thank you for your sacrifice and your support of this institution. And on behalf of the institution, we're going to do something in your honor. We're going to name a seat after you so people can sit on you. I mean, on it. And so thank you, and I now have to bring this convocation to a close. Concilium dimissum est.